Hello everyone, and today I will be talking about embryo freezing. So when we talk of IVF, we are able to create embryos in the lab, and these embryos are ultimately destined to be transferred in the mother's womb and result in a healthy pregnancy. But what we need to remember is that when we do an IVF, very often we are able to create many embryos or extra embryos that are produced during the IVF cycle because we stimulate the ovaries to produce multiple eggs and then fertilize with the sperm. Therefore, if the egg quality and sperm quality and quantity is both good, very often we end up having more embryos than what we really require. Now, what do we do with these embryos? Technology here is a big savior because IVF cycle, as you all know, requires a lot of injections, etc. And this can be a tedious, long and a stressful procedure. And most of the stress that is involved in IVF is due to these injections. So now in case we are able to produce extra embryos, rather than dumping them or not using them, we can preserve these embryos for later use. And this process of freezing is called as vitrification. Vitrification is actually a boon to all IVF treatments because it not only is a very safe procedure, it is also resulted in very good pregnancy rate, or there is no consequent damage to the embryos if we vitrify them. So the embryos come out as good as fresh whenever we want to use these embryos after warming these embryos. So these embryos, once they are vitrified, they can be kept in the IVF lab in a liquid nitrogen tank at a temperature of minus 190 degrees centigrade and kept frozen like that without affecting their qualities. So in case the first IVF cycle or the first embryo transfer results in a healthy pregnancy and a live birth, these embryos can be preserved by the couples for maybe many years, 2, 3, 5 years, and they can come back to have a second child with the same set of embryos that were frozen during their first IVF cycle and without having to go through a repeat stimulation that is very often needed if we don't have embryos. The other scenario arises when the first embryo cycle or the embryo transfer does not succeed. These embryos can simply be transferred in the womb again without the use of many injections, and this makes the process of the whole transfer very easy and less stressful for the patient.